on your back. Just going to stretch straight away. You can keep it still for a few breaths if you want. Tune into your breath, in through the nose, out through the nose. If you'd rather have the hands by your side, that is absolutely fine. But if you don't mind reaching up, it will start stretching your shoulders as well. Couple more breaths here. And then let's loosen the back once you've done that. Arms out in a T, bend the knees, feet flat, knees side to side, windscreen wipers. I'll only do a few of these. That might be nice on your back. And if you're having some issues with it, maybe slow it down. And hopefully that will loosen it rather than hurt it. And you have the option to start kicking the top knee towards the opposite elbow, but it's more like a lift rather than a kick. So make sure you're laying the bottom knee all the way onto the mat. And then with bent knee, start lifting that knee towards the opposite elbow. You can always straighten the knee, but I always feel that I lose the actual back stretch, lower back stretch. But it's up to you. Couple more each way, but if you need to stay with that longer, feel free to do so. And then bring the knees back to center, feet flat, hands by your side, a few shoulder bridges to switch on the glutes and hamstrings. Lifting tailbone first, and inhale as you lift the hips. Exhale as you peel the spine down vertebra by vertebra. A few more times, make sure you give your glutes a good squeeze on the top. A few more times in your own time. Inhale as you go up. Exhale as you come down. Make sure you're pressing the heels of your hands into the mat and your knees are pointing forwards. We tend to drop them outwards. But if you make sure there is weight on the insides of your feet as well, then you're using the inner thighs. And then one last time. Stay up with the next one. Let's just hold it up there. I'm going to use my hands to grab the hips and tilt. Making sure I'm engaging glutes and hamstrings, and then hands back down onto the mat. And just a few walks. I'm lifting the right leg, shin in tabletop. Bring the right leg down. Inhale, lift the left knee. Exhale, tap it down. 2 more each way. Inhale. If it's just the heels, that is absolutely fine. And make sure you feel it in your glutes, possibly your hamstrings, so tilt the pelvis. And work with your breath so you're not going too fast. 1 more each way. Right leg, all the way onto the mat. Left leg. And then bring them back down. Lift the hips a bit higher 1 more time. Tilt on the top. And then bring it all the way onto the mat. Bring the knees into your chest. Massage your lower back. It might feel nice to draw circles into the air with your knees. You might just want to rock side to side. And then send the legs all the way onto the mat. And reach the arms overhead. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, press the lower back onto the mat and crunch up. Feel that the lower back is all the way onto the mat. And then find a point where it's getting a bit harder. Try and stop there. And if you need some momentum, use it. Otherwise, try and press the heels onto the mat and sit up. Big inhale as you straighten the spine on the top. Good time to grab the strap. And exhale, start folding forwards. If you want the feet a little bit closer, it might feel better on the hamstrings. 1 more big breath here. And then release the strap, sit back up. Big inhale, exhale, tug the pelvis and start rolling all the way onto your back. I'm going to do that 3 more times. Arms overhead, big inhale. Exhale, start with the lumbar spine, crunch up, stop just for a split second where it feels hard. And then try and carry on sitting up. So you're using less momentum, more core muscles. Extend the spine once you're there, big inhale. And exhale as you stretch again, grab the strap. Got 4 of these all together. We're not going overboard with the stretching, but we start lengthening the hamstrings. With your next inhale, sit back up, long spine. A slight hinge from the hips, and then scoop the tummy, and then peel the spine down vertebra by vertebra. Once you're there, reach the arms overhead. We've got 2 more. Big inhale. Start the movement by pressing the lumbar spine onto the mat. Come up, find that point when it's already hard. My stomach is shaking here. And then try and come up using as little of the momentum as possible. Long spine on the top, big inhale, and exhale, stretch. You might be able to take the hamstring stretch further, but gentle on the back. Just feel a little bit of lengthening in the back of your legs. Don't worry too much about getting mobile or too flexible straight away. Sit up one more time, last one. Inhale, slight hinge, scoop the tummy round your back, and then peel the spine down one by one. Reach the arms overhead once you're there, big inhale. Exhale, lumbar spine down, reach towards the front of the mat. Stop for a split second, and then sit back up as controlled as possible. So your stomach muscles are switching on. Big inhale, and exhale, one more stretch. Let's just hold it for 3 breaths here. You're still not pulling too much. And then sit back up, cross the ankles, and then roll over the ankles, or if it's too much, just push the feet to the side. Come onto all fours. Let's do the wrists, a few circles into the wrist, stack the hips and shoulders. I'm going to start moving a bit more here. Stay with those long breaths. And then moving on to your cat-cow. Inhale, look up. Start stretching the stomach muscles. Exhale, start stretching the back muscles. Maybe 2 more, 3 more times. Inhale, opening chest. Exhale, opening back. Make sure it feels nice on your back. Make sure it feels nice on your stomach. And then make this the last one. Come back to center or neutral spine. Reach the arms forwards, tug the tailbone, tug the toes, and push your bum up into your first downward dog. Let's just pedal. Let's just move first. Straight arms, spread the fingers. Make sure your hands are no wider than your shoulders, so bring them a bit closer if you need to. And let your armpits drop through. Try and look at the mat or towards your ankles rather than looking in between the thumbs. A few movements side to side. I'm even dropping the heels over to one side and then the other way. You might want to keep your knees bent. And I'm feeling a stretch down the side body. And then come back to center. Find your static downward dog if you're ready. Slide bending the knees so I can focus on the shoulders. And then make your way to the front of the mat. Feet hip distance. Once you're there, hands on your shins or knees, halfway lift. Really lengthening spine. And exhale, forward fold. Let's do a couple more of these. So we are still moving. Inhale, lift. Exhale, you might want to start pulling the back of your legs gently so that you get a bit more stretch in the hamstrings. One more time. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, forward. And then round your back as you come up very slowly, restacking vertebra. And once you're on the top, reach up, big inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. And let's just do a couple of the sun salutations. Release the arms. And reach up, inhale. Let's take it nice and slow. Exhale, forward fold. Very gently, very slowly, long breaths. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. I'm going to step. You're more than welcome to hop if you want. Take one more inhale to prepare. And then exhale as you sink through your chaturanga. Go onto your front and stay there. Let's do 3 mini cobras before we carry on. Press the feet into the mat. Inhale, lift. Squeeze the elbows onto your sides. Exhale, come down. Neck is long. Inhale. And exhale, come down. One more time. I'm still staying with mini cobra. Inhale. And exhale, come down. Straight spine, drag the belly button into your lower back. Push up onto all fours and then tug the toes and find your downward dog again. A bit more paddling if you need it. So still just your warm up, still a bit of mobility. And I'm going to put my feet a little bit wider than my hips. Straight arms, bending knees, lifting heels off. We're just going to twist a few times. Right fingertips towards the outside of the left leg. Maybe all the way down to the ankles. Look under your left armpit, straight arms. And then come back. Bring that right hand down. Left hand comes across. Reach as far down towards your heel as you can. But keep those knees bent and look under your right armpit. Oh, but let's do a couple more each way. Make sure your arms are straight before you start. And put the feet wider if you need to. The main thing is that you're feeling a bit of twist in the back. I know it's a lot on the shoulder joint as well, but try your best to keep dropping the armpits towards the mat. And I'm coming over to the other side. So the left fingertips are reaching across. And then come back to center. Find your static downward dog. I'm going to bring the feet back to hip distance. A bit more stretch. One more breath here whilst I'm pressing the chest through. Maybe lower the heels if it's there. On your next inhale, bend the knees. Look forward, step or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward, forward. I'm going to come up with a flat back this time. Bend the knees. Hinge up from the hips and reach up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do one more sun salutation. Release the arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward. Maybe a bit more of a stretch in those hamstrings, but gently on the back. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, you can go through your chaturanga straight away if you wish, with the same exhale. Inhale into a full cobra or thighs off if you're ready for your upward dog. And then draw the belly button in before you go into your downward dog in your own time. Once you've got that downward dog, hold it for one more inhale. Focus on the chest as you exhale, so you're really stretching into the shoulders. On your next inhale, look forwards, bend the knees, step or jump to the front of the mat. Exhale. Inhale halfway. And exhale, forward, forward. Let's just hold it here a bit. Bend the knees slightly. And think about hanging your head down. Bend the knees even more if you feel anything funny in the lower back. You should still feel the stretch in the hamstrings. You don't have to look out your knees. You can always hug the back of your knees. You can always massage the back of your thighs, your hamstrings. See what feels good. If you want to maybe straighten one leg a bit more, bend the other knee. Kind of side to side movement. That loosens the hamstrings as well. And then one more breath here. Maybe one more lengthening. And then hands on your shins. Round your back this time and come up really slowly after that stretch. You don't want to come up fast. Inhale on the top. Reach up nice and tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. And let's go back down one more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Take that extra breath if you need it. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Make sure you feel that stretch in the front body. And exhale, downward dog. Take one more breath here. I'm going to start our mobility and strength section. On your next inhale, lift the heels, tug the tailbone and ripple forwards into high plank. As you exhale, pull the right knee towards your face and try and touch the right knee to the face. Hold it for one more breath. And then step back into your high plank. Push your bum up into downward dog. You either stay here or drop both elbows onto the mat. Once you're there, push the chest towards your ankles, so you're in dolphin. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, push your elbows off into downward dog. Inhale, lift the heels, ripple forwards into high plank and bring your left knee towards your face. Try and touch and hold it for one more breath. On your next inhale, push the left leg back, bum up, downward dog. Exhale, elbows onto the mat. Dolphin. Inhale, push the chest through. Make sure you suck in your belly button. And exhale, lift the elbows off of the mat. We've got 2 more of these. Find that stretch in that downward dog. Inhale, come forwards, high plank. Exhale, right knee to the nose or forehead and hold. On your next inhale, step back, push the bum up, downward dog. Exhale, drop the elbows onto the mat. You can always do it one by one. Inhale, push the chest towards the ankles, push the bum high, belly button in. And exhale, come off the elbows back into your downward dog. Find that stretch, keep dropping the chest. Inhale, come forwards, high plank, last one. Left knee to the face. Hold. Try and touch either the nose, forehead, so you feel the stomach muscles working. Step back on your next inhale, downward dog. Exhale, elbows on the mat and hold your dolphin. For 3 breaths, lift both heels off. Inhale. Exhale, try and drop them closer to the mat. It doesn't matter if it doesn't touch. Inhale, lift. Make sure your elbows are still no wider than your shoulders. Exhale, try and drop. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. One more inhale, press the chest towards the ankles. Exhale, downward dog, lift those elbows. And hold. Lift the right leg behind you. Inhale, 3-legged dog. On the very top, let's hold. Open the hip. Bend the right knee and try and point it up towards the ceiling, just for 1 breath. Inhale, extend that knee. Exhale, bring the right knee to the nose again. Touch if you can, hold it for 1 more breath. And then come onto the right fingertips and step that foot through in between the thumbs. And you're in your runner's lunge. If you come onto your fingertips, it's a nice relief on your shoulders. Back leg straight. Your right knee is in line with your right ankle. Look forwards for a sec. And then pop the back knee onto the mat. You can untug the toes or tug them under, it's up to you. There will be a few more repetitions here. See where it feels good on your left knee. Reach up, crescent moon. I'm going to interlace the fingers, give it a slight back bend, not from the lower back. I'm feeling it from the top of the back. Exhale, hands to heart center and twist over to your right. Left elbow on the right knee. And feel that twist in the back. Long spine. Try and point your right elbow up to the ceiling. Let's go again. Reach up into your crescent moon. Give it that slight back bend. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center and twist to your right. Try and press a little bit more into that left knee, left elbow if you can. Hold it for 1 more inhale. Keep bending that right knee, 1 more exhale. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, reach up. Slight back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center and twist. As you're pressing the elbow against the knee, hold it for 1 more inhale. Make sure your back is long. 1 more exhale. Reach up 1 more time, crescent moon. Make sure you're bending the front knee so you feel the front of your left hip. Exhale, hands to heart center. 1 more twist. We're going to hold it for 2 breaths this time. You have the option to open the arms if you can. You can always think about trying to touch that left fingertips towards the mat. Try and stack the shoulders on top of each other. And then 1 more time, reach up into your crescent moon, big inhale. And exhale back into your runner's lunge, fingertips on the mat. And lift the back leg off. Reach up into crescent lunge, big inhale. Reach the arms up, back leg straight this time. Exhale, pivot the back heel onto the mat, warrior 2. You won't be here for too long, I promise. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel down, step back into your high plank, and if you've got it, then sink all the way through into your chaturanga. Inhale, cobra upward dog, and exhale, downward dog. Take a breath here, go back into that shoulder stretch that you know. Feel that your shoulders are getting a bit more mobile. Keep that slight bend in the knee. Lift the left leg, three-legged dog. Start opening the hips once you're on the top. Bend the left knee. Pull that left heel onto your bum. Point the left knee to the ceiling, straight arms. On your next inhale, straighten the left leg, square the hips. Bring the left knee to the nose. Touch somewhere on your face and hold. Come onto the left fingertips and step through. Come onto the fingertips on both hands. Find the runner's lunge. Drop the back knee down onto the toes or tuck them under, up to you. Reach up into your first crescent moon. I'm going to interlace the fingers. Start with that slight back bend. Keep drawing the belly button in, it helps. Hands to heart center, twist to your left. This is the first one, take it a bit easier. Right elbow on the left thigh if you can. Take another breath here to settle into it with long spine. Keep pressing that right elbow into the knee. Reach up into crescent moon. We've got 3 more of these. Inhale, feel that slight back bend, not from the lower back. I'm feeling the strength in the back of my shoulders. Exhale, hands to heart center and twist for the second time. Keep bending that left knee so you get a slight stretch out of the right hip flexor. It might be quite a lot as well. And the third one. Reach up, crescent moon. Drop the head back if it feels nice, but make sure it doesn't hurt your back. Exhale, twist. Hands to heart center. This is your third one. Keep taking it further and further, carefully, and lengthening that back. Keep bending that left knee, sinking the hip low. And the last one, inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, hands to heart center and twist. We're going to hold it for a couple of breaths here, so settle into it, long spine. And if it's there, try and open the arms. If it's there, don't worry too much about it. But think about right fingertips to the mat, trying to stack the shoulders, or stay with me. I'm keeping the hands to heart center. And then reach up again, crescent moon. Hands on the mat, lift up into your runner's lunge. Back leg straight. Once you're ready, reach the arms up, crescent lunge. Inhale. Pivot the back heel onto the mat. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel down. Shoot the left leg back and chaturanga. Inhale, cobra upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Step forwards into a wide yogic squat on the outsides of your hands. Right leg first, left leg. Heels down, feet wide, toes, knees outwards. Sit down, press the knees into the elbows, other way around, the elbows into the knees. And lift the chest. I'm going to keep coming back to that, just make sure your heels are staying flat. Hands down, I'm going to step back into a high plank, right leg, left leg, feet hip distance. Stay here and wait for us. We're going to go into downward dog. We'll go through a chaturanga. Big inhale, exhale, sink down. If you're doing the upward dog, push forwards, untug the toes, lift the chest, tighten your tummy, and then sit back into downward dog. Look forward, step the left leg to the outside of your left hand and the right leg back into your yogic squat. Bum down, push your knees out with your elbows. Try and drop your tailbone further. Lift the chest, keep pushing into the knees. Hands down, step back into high plank. Left leg first, right leg second. Meet in downward dog or big inhale. Exhale, push forwards, down, and even further forwards as you untug the toes. Inhale into cobra upward dog, and exhale downward dog. Find a stretch. From this point, you can jump or hop. Make your way into your yogic squat malasana. Big inhale, exhale, find it, and push into the knees. Now, option here, if you're pressing your knees out with your glutes, you might be able to let go. You might need to come up a bit and reach the arms to the front. So I'm training the glutes here. They are pulling my knees outwards, but at the same time, I'm stretching the inner thighs. If you'd rather have the knees in there, that's fine. That's the elbows again. Now you can step or jump back into your high plank position. You decide. Big inhale, hands down. Exhale, step or jump. And with the same breath, sink through. Inhale, cobra upward dog. Open the front of the body. Exhale, downward dog. You've got one more. Inhale, look forward, step or jump into yogic squat. Exhale. Knees into the elbows, elbows into the knees, or arms to the front. And just hold. Lots of work in the glutes for me and the hips. I'm feeling the opening, but my glutes are working as well. My back muscles are working. Big inhale as you prepare for your last high plank. Exhale, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Hold it for a breath. Drop the knees onto the mat, keep the toes tucked under. Sit your bum on the heels. Put your fingertips behind you and circle around. One arm, doesn't matter, we're going to change over to the other side. Other arm down, just circle. Start opening the shoulders. If you're ready, put the whole hand down. You might feel better on tucking the toes. It's up to you. This is all about your shoulders, trying to stretch the shoulders. Bit of mobility as you circle around. And if you want, you can do the dancing camel when you actually clench your bum cheeks to lift and do a slight back bend here. You might not like it on the back or your knees. Then keep your bum on your heels. Let's do a couple more. Really try and make that circle big. Lift the bum high if you can. And if you're not hurting your back, if you're clenching your bum, you should be able to give it a slight back bend from the top of your shoulders. And then come back to center. Reach forward. Push your bum up, downward dog. Find a stretch. Lift the right leg behind you, three-legged dog. No rest for the wicked, I'm afraid. Open on the top, bend that right knee, right heel onto the bum. On your next inhale, extend the right knee, pull the right knee to the nose again. Hold it for a breath. And slowly step through. Straight away, come into a crescent lunge so the back leg stays off. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, warrior two, pivot the back heel down. And then straighten that right leg. Inhale, 5-pointed star. I'm going to bring the feet parallel. Reach up, exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Let's just take a couple of breaths here. I'm going to do a few side lunges. Now, a few ideas here. If you're struggling with hip problems, try not to sit so low in your side lunge and keep your feet parallel. Make sure your toes and knees are going the same way wherever you're going. Now let's do the first one. Sitting onto the right heel. I'm turning the right toes out, but just remember, you can keep the feet parallel. Walking fingertips over, keeping the right elbow in the right knee. And then straight away, walk the fingertips over, change the feet, move them around, make sure your heel stays down. Left elbow stays in the inside of your left knee. And then come back. You've got two more. Try and sit a little bit lower. Feel that stretch in the inner thighs. Keep pressing the elbows into the knees. Come back over to the left one. Again, sit as far as you feel that your thighs are still working. There is stretch in the inner thighs, but it's not hurting your hips. Come back to center. Push your bum up, feet parallel. Take a big inhale as you look forwards like a halfway lift. And exhale forward. If you need something under your hands to maybe support your weight, it might be friendly on your back. Make sure you're slightly bending your knees so your back is a bit straighter. If you're a bit more bendy, reach behind you and give it a good pull. Turn your tailbone to the ceiling. On your next inhale, bend your knees, put your hands on your hips. Come up with a flat back, reach the arms up, 5-pointed star. Inhale and exhale, turn back into your warrior two. Inhale, reverse right fingertips to the ceiling. Exhale, cartwheel down, chaturanga, leave it out and meet us in downward dog. Inhale into your cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Hold that stretch for one breath. Focus on the shoulders. Don't worry about the straight legs. Feel that you're dropping your shoulders closer and closer to the mat. Inhale, left leg up, three-legged dog. Pivot the hip open, bend the knee. Pull the left heel onto your bum. Inhale, straighten left leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Try and touch somewhere on your face and hold. Suck your belly button in. Step through. Keep the back leg straight. On your next inhale, crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two, pivot the back heel onto the mat. And then straight away extend the front leg. Turn the feet parallel. Inhale, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Drop the head straight away. Hold it for a couple of breaths. Slide bending the knees always protects the back. Then let's do the 4 side lunges. Going over to your left heel. Keep the fingertips down for now. Sit a bit lower than before. Left elbow stays on the inside of the left knee. You might be able to straighten your back straight away. Even hands off, hands to heart center. Back to center. Push the bum high in between. Sit over onto your right heel. Right elbow stays on the inside of the right knee. Maybe straighten your back. Maybe hands to heart center. Keep pushing that right elbow into the knee. One more time each way. I'm going to walk the hands on the mat in between. Please remember, this is always an option when we come around again. Just keep sitting lower, trying your best to keep the left heel on the mat. Bum high in between, so you're going through a wide-legged forward fold. And over onto your right heel. Nice and slow, no rush. Feel that you're actually stretching those inner thighs. And then come back to center and hang down again, feet parallel, wide-legged forward fold. Grab the back of your legs if it's available. Reach behind you if you want. Make sure you're taking that inner thigh stretch further. I think we lost Andrew. And then let's come up. Bend the knees, flatten your back, hands on your hips. Straighten up and then reach up. Inhale, exhale. Warrior two onto your left heel. Inhale, reverse left fingertips to the ceiling. Exhale, cartwheel down, chaturanga, leave it out, meet us in downward dog. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Drop your knees onto the mat. Keep the toes tucked under. And then straighten up. Squeeze your glutes. Roll the shoulders back. Reach down for one heel. Come back. Reach down for the other heel. See if you can touch it. If not, don't worry about it. Just reach for it. Try and squeeze the bum here. If you want to straight away because you've got bendy backs, you can untuck the toes and then try and reach down. Try and bend from the upper back, not from the lower back. Try and reach down. Come back. Reach down for the other one. Come back. If you know your camel straight away, don't be afraid of going for it. Make sure you're squeezing the glutes. Make sure you can reach them both. And once you've got them, push the hips to the front, open the top of your shoulders, and drop the head back. Well, stay with me. I'm just reaching down. One. Come back. Feel the glutes. Feel that your stomach is working. By all means, drop the head back if it feels good. One more each way, or just hold your camel. Just feel that it's happening from the top of your back. And then come back and sit into a child's pose. Just relax for a sec. Rest your forehead on the mat, because I'm afraid we're going to do it again. And then reach forwards again. Find your downward dog. Find a stretch. Your next inhale, lift the heels, ripple forwards into a high plank. Bring your right knee to the nose, touch, maybe the forehead and hold. On your next inhale, step back, bum up, downward dog, push the chest through, exhale, drop the elbows onto the mat. Pushing chest through. Big inhale, hold. Exhale, lift the elbows, downward dog. We've got 3 more. Inhale, ripple forwards. Exhale, left knee to the nose or forehead, hold. Step back, downward dog, inhale. Exhale, drop the elbows. Inhale, push the chest through. Exhale, lift up into downward dog, twice more. Inhale, lift the heels, ripple through, right knee to nose, hold and touch. Next inhale, step back, downward dog. Elbows onto the mat and push the chest through, dolphin. Hold. On your next exhale, lift the elbows. Make sure you're still dropping the chest. Let's do the last one. Lift the heels, ripple forwards. Inhale. Exhale, left knee to nose, hold. And then push back into downward dog. Inhale. Drop the elbows and let's hold that dolphin. Stay here. If it's too much on your shoulders, you can always rest. Otherwise, lift the heels. Inhale. Suck the belly button in. Exhale. Push the chest through first and then try and drop the heels. Twice more. Inhale and exhale. I feel it in my shoulders. Keep dropping the sternum towards the mat one more time. Inhale and exhale. Hold. Push back up into downward dog. Hold it for one more stretch on those shoulders. Think about those snatches. You really want to stretch out those shoulder joints. Lift the right leg behind you, 3-legged dog. Open on the top, bend the knee. Point the right knee up to the ceiling. Pull that right heel to the bum. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring the right knee to the nose. I know your shoulders are probably quite numb. Hold, and then step through, and here's a relief. Come onto the fingertips, runner's lunge. Oh. Long spine. And then let's do those twists with the crescent moon. Pop the back knee onto the mat. Inhale, reach up. Please be careful on your back. Focus on that mobility in the shoulders. Exhale, twist to your right. Left elbow on the right thigh. If you're ready to open the arms straight away, please feel free to do that. We're going to go slowly. We've got 3 all together. Second one, inhale, reach up. Make sure the back bend is coming from the upper back, not the lower back. Exhale, twist. Hold it here for one more breath. Open if you're there, or just use the elbow. If you're opening the arms, think about touching the left fingertips to the mat. Keep bending the right knee. One more time, reach. Slide back bend. And then twist for the last time on this side. And on your next inhale, reach up. Crescent moon. Exhale, runner's lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Let's just go for it straight away. Reach up. Exhale, warrior 2. Sink down into it. Let's go for the side lunges. Extend the front leg. Feet parallel. Let's just do it from wide-legged forward fold first. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Give it about a breath or 2 to settle into that wide-legged forward fold. This time we've got 6 side lunges altogether, 3 on each side. If you want to do less, that is absolutely fine. Walk the hands to your right heel. And now we are going to use a bit of strength. However far you sit, it might be a bit higher. Lift the chest. Try and keep the fingertips off. Your hips might not like it. You might not want to do that. Just keep the hands down. Stay low and sit over. Sit onto the left heel. You might be able to sit down. The main thing is your back is straight, strong. Suck the belly button in, knees pointing out. Again, use the glute to push that left knee outwards. Let's do 4 more. Staying low as you sit over. And use that elbow to press in, maybe when you settle down. And then once you're there, just find a long spine. Find the glute work from the right side. Stay low if you can, hands down if you need to. Sit over, that's 4. Keep settling lower and lower. 2 more. Slowly sit over. Find that stretch, find that strength, no hip pain. Sit low, sit low. That's it, long spine. Just for this side if you want, see if you want to put the right fingertips onto the mat, but the right elbow is in the inside of the right knee, and maybe reach the left fingertips up for a twist. If not, just keep pressing into that knee. And then hands back to heart center or wherever you want to keep them. Sit over onto the other side. This is the last one. And sit. Again, if you want to open, make sure you keep that left elbow on the inside of the left knee. And then hands back to heart center. Sit over into this in the middle. Hands down, push your bum up. Oh. One more stretch in the middle. Reach behind you if you want, or grab the back of your legs. Just to feel that nice stretch. Make sure it's in the hamstrings, in the thighs, not the lower back. Bend your knees, hands on your hips. Hinge up with a flat back. Reach up. Warrior 2, onto the right heel. Reverse, inhale. Long stretch. Exhale, cartwheel down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Straight away, lift the left knee, left leg behind you, 3-legged dog. Open nice and wide. Bend the knee. Left heel on your bum. On your next inhale, extend the leg. Bring the knee to the nose. Hold. And then step through. Find the runner's lunge. Pop the back knee down. Crescent moon. Reach up. We've got 3 of these all together. Start that slide back when you can untug the toes. See what feels good on the knee. Twist to your left. Right elbow on the left thigh. Open straight away if it's there. Don't wait for me. Think about right fingertips onto the mat. Just make sure you keep twisting that back. Inhale. Reach up, crescent moon. Drop the head back if it feels good. As long as it's your upper back, not your lower back. Twist. Exhale. And hold. And keep trying to push that elbow more and more towards the floor. Keep twisting the back, but flatten the back. Feel that your spine is trying to be long. One more time, inhale. Slide back, bend, just to feel the strength in the back. Exhale, twist. Last time, so we're going to hold it a bit longer. Wherever that twist is, try and lift out of your thigh. Feel that your tummy is coming off of your thigh. And then reach up again. Crescent moon. Runner's lunge, fingertips on the mat, lift the back leg. Lift the arms up, crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, warrior 2, settle in. Extend the front leg, 5-pointed star, feet hip distance, no unlying feet. Parallel, inhale, exhale, fold. Find a position. And before we do the side lunges, but this time only 4 of them, walk the fingertips over to your left and try and square your shoulders with that leg. So try and pull with that right arm to pull the right shoulder towards that thigh. Grab the back of your leg wherever that is. And then try and bend. Just going to turn around so you see what happens. I'm bending knees, and instead of just pulling the left shoulder towards it, I grab the back of my leg and I turn, and then I pull closer. And you should feel a bit more in the left hamstrings. That's the one, much better. Come back to center. Try and do the same on the other side, just for a couple of breaths. So I'm focusing on the left arm, gently turning my shoulders, and then start pulling. And then come back to center. Yes, we've got the 4 side lunges. Have a little play with that. If you want to open the arms for all 4, feel free to do that. Sit on the left heel first. Take your time with the first one, settle into it. Once you've got that flat back, wherever that is, make sure you find your strength in the hamstrings and the glutes as it's pushing your left knee outwards. Stay low if you can, hands down if you need to. Sit over. Settle into it, take your time. Again, if you want to open the arms straight away, please feel free. But just focus on pressing the right knee outwards and stretching those inner thighs. Make sure your back is safe. Twice more. Sit over to the left heel. And this is the last one, by all means. Give it a little twist. You can always interlace in the back to find a bind and maybe open. That might be too much on the back. And then let's do the last one. You have the opening there if you want. And then come to the middle. And then hands down, bum up. You're almost there, I promise. One more little pull if you want. And then bend your knees, flatten your back, come up. Reach up on the top, big inhale. Exhale, warrior 2 onto the left heel. Reverse, inhale. Exhale, cartwheel down, chaturanga, or meet us in downward dog. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Find a little bit of stretch there. We've got your yogic squat into your chaturanga. You can leave out the chaturanga. Step or jump forwards into a wide squat position, yogic squat. I know the legs are working, the hips are stretching. Straight away if you're ready. Release. We've got 5 of these all together. Stepping is good, pressing the knees into the elbows into the knees is fine. I don't know why I can't get this right. Step or jump into high plank. Big inhale before you start, and try the same exhale to sink through chaturanga if you're doing it. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, cobra, upward dog if you want to take the thighs off. Find a downward dog. Focus on the stretch because you've just done a press up. So it's a good time to stretch. Look forwards on your next inhale, step or jump forwards into wide yogic squat. Malasana. Arms over, elbows into the knees. It's the second one out of the 5. I'm feeling the glutes working here because they're trying to pull my knees outwards, heels down, back is flat. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Press the chest through, bend the knees if you need to, heels off, don't worry too much about the hamstrings. We've got 3 more. Look forwards, inhale. Exhale, yogic squat. Find your position. You're strengthening the glutes here. That will help you with those squats. You're strengthening the back by trying to sit up tall. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. 2 more. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, step or jump. Hold. Strong back. Strong glutes. Heels flat. You're opening the hips with the strength of your glutes. Inhale, hands down. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. And we've got 1 more. I'm still just stretching the chest. Neck is long. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, malasana, yogic squat. Find a position. Hold it for 3. Long back. 2, 1. Hands down. Inhale. Exhale. Last chaturanga. Inhale. Cobra upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog for the last time. Sit into child's pose for a sec. Knees down. We can practice a bit of handstand if you want. You can step, you can kick into it, bunny hop into it, whatever you're working on. You can take a few breaths here. If you don't have a wall to go against, you might not want to do the bunny hop, but we did that on Tuesday. You're more than welcome to do that if you feel safe. If you just want to stay with me, I'm going into downward dog. I'm walking closer. A little bit of swinging, bouncing, pushing the weight forwards, and then definitely keeping one leg in the front so I can stop myself from falling back. Have a few goes on that leg. And then you might want to sit back a bit, maybe stand up a bit to shake it out. But make sure you have a go from the other leg. I know we don't like one side, but have a go. Just to even out those sides. Make sure you have a go on the other side. And once you've done both sides a few times, nice. That's good, guys, that's good. Sit onto your heels, sit into child's pose for a sec. We've just got one more thing to do. So let's go into our bum. Make sure you've got that strap there if you need it for the forward fold. Now make sure you have space. Make sure you have space on your left side. Left side, there is a bit of space there. Let's start, hands behind you. Turn the fingertips outwards if you can. Roll the shoulders back, bend the knees, feet hip distance. Lift the bum first, squeeze the bum. Lift up into tabletop, open the shoulders. Feel the stretch in your shoulders, you might not feel it that much. Lift the rib cage higher, not your lower back, the rib cage. And then come down. Now give it a forward fold. Big inhale. Use the strap, exhale, fold. You should feel the difference from the beginning. And now sit up. Try and use the strength in the hip flexors and tummy, but pulling the belly button to lift the left heel and then push it out to the side. So there is a lot going on in the hip flexor. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, reach forwards into a wide-legged forward fold. Reach as far as you want. We have about 3 of these on this side. So there will be plenty to do. Hold it for about a breath. And then slowly come back up. Same thing, I'm sitting up, I'm drawing in the belly button, and I'm coming back. Now straight away, you either stay with the tabletop, fingertips outwards, or you're actually lifting up into reverse plank. But I'm starting, scooping tummy, lift. Open the shoulders, maybe drop the head back a bit, not all the way. It's in line with your spine, suck the belly button in. Bring it down, begin here, reach, a quick forward fold. And then inhale, sit up, suck the belly button in, left leg again, go out. If you need to maybe move them with your hands, please do. Inhale and exhale, take it further. And then sit back up. Inhale, suck in. Exhale, come back. We've got one more on that side. Reverse plank or tabletop. Scoop the tummy, lift, so it's in the hamstrings and the glutes. Hold, keep pressing heels into the mat. Tabletop is always good. Bum down. Reach up on flexing feet. Inhale, forward fold with legs together. Exhale, fold. Sit up, scoop the tummy. Last time, lift, come around. Use those legs. And for the last time, I'm gonna hold it just a little bit longer. Inhale and exhale, go. Feel that you're going further than before. Make sure it doesn't hurt your back. Any pain in the insides of your knees, take the heels off. Tighten your quads. Really press the back of your knees onto the mat and try and take the heels off. Sit back up. Scoop the tummy and come back. I need to turn around because I need the space on the other side. So wherever you are, we're doing the same 3 times. Make sure there's space on your right side. Start with your tabletop or reverse plank. Inhale, scoop the tummy. Exhale, lift. Spine is long. Try not to hang your head. Look up at the ceiling so the whole spine is in line. Bring it down. Inhale, forward, forward first. Exhale, forward. Bring the feet together if you want. Again, take it further and further. Sit up. Scoop the tummy. Lift the right leg and bring it over. Inhale. Exhale, forward. Take it further than before because you should be getting a bit more mobile. Slowly sit up. I know. We have 2 more of these. Soak the belly button in. Lift the right leg. Bring it back. Hands down. Scoop the tummy. Lift. Reverse plank. Now guys, only for the last 2. If you want to, lift the right leg up. Just for a breath. Pop it down. Make sure you're scooping the tummy. Lift the left leg up. Bring it down. Bum down. Forward, forward. Inhale first. Exhale forward with a flat back if possible. But feel that hamstring stretch. Inhale, sit up. Scoop the tummy. Right leg up and over. So you're strengthening the hip flexors here as well. Inhale and exhale. Take it further. We still have 1 more after this. Sit back up. Inhale, scoop. Exhale, come back. 1 more time, reverse plank. Hands behind you. Scoop the tummy so the glutes are working, your stomach is working. Lift. Open the shoulders. Lift the left leg this time. Inhale. Exhale, bring it down. Lift the right leg. Inhale. Exhale, bring it down. Bum down. Flex the feet. This is the last one, so let's give it a good one. Inhale. Exhale, forward. 3 long breaths. Sit back up. Scoop the tummy. Thanks, Barney. Scoop the tummy. Lift the right leg. And come over. Now again, if you want to, this is your last one. So wiggle around. Wiggle around. Give it a really good one. Heels off. Long spine. Inhale. And do your own thing. 3 long breaths once you're there. So find the stretch first. And 3 long breaths here. And slowly sit back up. 1 more scoop. 1 more lift. And we are going to stretch out your hip flexors. So once you're back to center, I'm going to push the right leg behind me. Before I do that, my left knee is bending. So I'm going to go into a pigeon pose, basically. Left knee is bending. I'm lining the shin up with the short side of the mat. Right leg goes all the way back. And I'm going to turn the hips down. So start with the pigeon. Left shin in front of you. Before you lean forward, just square your hips, lift the chest, and feel that you're already stretching the front of your right hip because we need it now. Big inhale, and exhale, walk forward. Try and settle into it so you can feel the stretch in your left glute. With your exhale, release the tension in both glutes, both hips, so you can sink further down. Walk the hands back to the shins, lift the chest. So I got left leg in the front. My right arm is going forwards, up, twist it back. And you can hold it here if you want because it might stretch your hips already. If you can't quite grab this leg or it gives you cramp, sit onto your left bum cheek. Grab that foot and just pull it down and stay here. If you manage to turn the hip down, grab it. I'm grabbing it from the outside and pull it down. Maybe try that. Main thing is wherever you are, you should feel a bit more stretch in the front of your right thigh. Maybe in the inside of the joint, the hips. Dom, are you okay? And then slowly release it off. And then bring that leg to the front. Let's just do a spinal twist. So my right leg comes on the outside of the left thigh. And I'm trying to send the right hip onto the mat. Now you might find you want to straighten your left leg, and that is okay. Right fingertips behind you, left elbow against the right knee. Sit up tall and twist it one more time. You should be quite bendy after the half moon, crescent moon into the twist. Just hold it for about 3 breaths. And then come back, look to the front. These 3 stretches on the other side, I promise we're done. I've got right knee bent, right shin lining up with the short side of the mat. Left leg goes back, starting with the pigeon. Just find your pigeon in your own time. Try and level the hips, some on the fingertips. Lift the chest, big inhale. And exhale, walk it as far as you want. Find that glute stretch in the right side. Make sure it doesn't hurt your knees. And then sit back up slowly. Quad stretch on your left side. If you need to sit onto your right glute, do that. Reach back with the left arm and grab that left foot. Try and pull the heel onto the bum. You can always reach back straight as you're squaring the hip. Make sure you feel it in the front of your left thigh, probably deep inside your hip joint. So you're getting to the psoas muscle as well. Hip flexor muscles, not just the quad muscles. Make sure there is no pain in your lower back. And then slowly release. Bring that left leg to the front and across if you can. You can always straighten that right leg. Send the left bum cheek onto the mat. Let's do the final spinal twist. Left fingertips down. Long spine, inhale. Exhale, press into that knee with the elbow and look behind you. And then relax. Let's finish it with your neck. You can stay where you are. Make sure you can sit up tall. Just drop the shoulders away from the ears. Yeah, the shoulder one way. By all means, you can give it a little bit of help with that hand to gently pull. And the other side. Yeah, the shoulder the other way. Help with the hand if you want or not. And then chin down to chest. And then circle your head, roll it around. And change direction. Click, 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 click. Should be nice. And lift your gaze. Let's finish it. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Namaste. Well done, everyone. Thank you.